What's up, y'all? Taylor Exchange here. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean. I'm a part-time reseller in North Texas. I'm here to show you how I make money selling things online. So today was a sourcing day. Saturdays at this time of year, I go to garage sales. I typically start at 7:30, and I try to go till about lunchtime or until I feel like I've spent enough money. And so I'm going to go over with you guys the items that I picked up. First person in the chat, Nick Pick. What's up? How's it going? I hope you went to some garage sales and found some good things. I found some good things today. I mean, I spent I haven't really run the numbers, maybe like 120 bucks, give or take. I probably picked up a few hundred in inventory. Nick, you said you just woke up. It is 4:30 here in Texas, so that's pretty late. You must be a night owl, but that's cool. Some people roll that way. Now, I typically wake up early on the weekends. I try to get the most out of my day. But let's get into some items. What's up, Kelly? Great to see you here. He just hauled off some trash. You must have been cleaning out your house a little bit. Days and nights confused. Nick Pick stays up all night. All right, let's get into it. I don't want to get too sidetracked. So this item, it's a pair of Under Armour. Now, this is the fitted pants. They taper at the bottom. Sometimes Under Armour has like their loose gear that's just kind of like a straight, like all the way down. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. So I was hoping this was my size. Like, I'm really into the soccer shorts. It's a size large. Like, I'm a medium, so won't be able to fit in these, but I'll probably list it for like $29.99 free ship. Under Armour's a great brand. It moves pretty good for me. Next up, this is from that same sale. I picked up a vest. It's a full zip vest. This is the North Face. If you guys don't know, the North Face is a pretty expensive brand. It's a 2XL, so I think that's going to be pretty good. And usually you see bigger guys wear vests. I think that's because they get hot fast, but then when it's really cold, they need a little something. But I always see bigger guys wearing vests, so maybe this vest will work well. It's really nice too. I do have the fuzzies that you get sometimes. You can see a little bit on here. I have a tool that my wife told me about, and if I can find it quickly, I'll show you guys. I can't find it. I'm like buried right now in my room, but it's one of those, it's a shaver. Like, it's like this big, and you just flip it on and it shaves it. So I use those on the running shoes because the fuzz from the socks get stuck on little balls. Nick Picks as a curler, works great for the fuzzies. Yeah, I guess that worked too, the heat. You also said you have all your clothes on Posh, kind of reluctant to put on eBay. I don't know why I'm so nervous about eBay. eBay can be tough. I mean, it has its positives and negatives. It reaches out to, I think, a little bit more people than Poshmark. So, yeah. Babe has it. Throw it here. So my wife, she brought it. So this is it. This thing right here. I think it was like $8. You can see some fuzz in it too. I've been using it a little bit, but I don't use it much. But when I do, it comes in handy. So this item is really good for the shoes. I guess I had it in the living room. And she brought my dog in too. Dean. Let me see. Dean, come here. You see him? Hey, bud. Say hi. There's Dean. He's an old dude. So yeah, I got the new Logitech C930 C webcam. So this is dope. It's got like this wide angle view to it, so you can see like way over here. So I'm gonna have to like keep my room a little bit cleaner so that it's not quite as messy. But yeah, this camera was, I think, 110 out the door on eBay, and I like it a lot. It looks really crisp. So yeah, really, really excited about the camera. The one that was built into the ThinkPad, it was not as great, but yeah, 110 bucks. I upped my game a little bit. I feel pretty good about it. The mic, $15 mic I picked up locally. That's been doing good. And before I get into more sourcing items, I picked up a new phone. So this is the Samsung A11. It was much needed. So I was using the original LG Harmony. I've had it for 3 years, and the battery life on it was like 26. I believe the measurement is mAh, 2600 mAh, and this one is like 4000. So my battery was dying, and I guess after 2 to 3 years, the lithium-ion batteries start to fail in the phones. So this phone was $149.99, and then I think I had to pay like some bogus $25 upgrade charge, and then I bought like the case and then the screen protector. So I was out the door at about 220-ish after tax and everything. I'm really excited about this phone. Like, I'll actually be able to do my product photography with this for eBay, and probably just do my listings from here too, as opposed to like using my iPad 2 and then transferring the files to the laptop. So yeah, definitely a huge upgrade. Really excited about it. Anyway, so back to the vest, the fuzzies. I may go over it a little bit. It's really not too bad. I may just hit it real fast. And I think I can list this vest for like 30 bucks. I mean, I didn't really look up comps because it was $1. I knew it was at least 20 bucks. If I spend $1, the listing price needs to be at least $24.99, but I'm really trying to get away from $24.99 free ship. I'd rather get to $29.99 free ship. So I try to run the numbers there and make sure that I'm like drop dead, not selling anything less than $25 with free shipping, because once you spend $5, you're really not making a whole lot of money, and I'm trying to stay away from those smaller sales. Let's see. I picked up some Ralph Lauren polos. Now these are 2XLs. They had them for $5 a piece. I picked 2 of them up. This is a yellow one with the dark navy blue pony, and then this one is the brown with the white pony. Now I got both of them for $5. So it said 5 on each tag, and I said, how much are your clothes? And she said, I think it's half off day, which I guess they've had the sale for a couple days. Kind of made me laugh. So $250 a piece into both of those. Now those are like the soft material polos. If you guys notice, Ralph Lauren, they came out with like a lot of like knit cotton, I think is what it's called, and it just feels a lot cheaper. Those are like the smooth cotton ones. Like that's the kind of cotton. I think it's Pima cotton. I'm not sure, but it just says 100% cotton. But I do know that these made in Sri Lanka are a little bit better than some of the other ones. So if I found these in a medium, I typically buy them for myself. But at the 2XL size for these is definitely a good size. Anything like, I would say 2XL and up are going to be quick sellers for polos. I don't know. I'm going to lot them together though. I don't really lot items together, but if it's the same size, same brand, same style, like I definitely think I should lot it. And who knows, maybe I'll put it like $39.99 free ship, you know, something like that. Both of them together, it's going to come in over £1 most likely. So got to keep that in mind. This pair of multicams, Derek, Fundamentals of Side Hustle. What's up, man? I'm just sharing some of the solds that I got. Or I'm sorry, can't speak right now. I'm sharing the items I sourced for garage selling this morning. I spent, I think I got out the door at like 7:45, and I got done around 1. So I went on a little longer, but I did eat lunch with my wife's grandparents and had a really good time with them. So we've been over a few items, and you know, I might have to run it back or talk to these people in the chat to see what you missed. Anyway, I got this. It's a pair of multicam military bottoms. Now these are from Goodwill. I got these on Friday. I ran into Goodwill just for a split second to see if I could find something quick. I had that itch, you know, that you get when you're like, let me check out your main spots, you know. So these are a size large regular. Large regular. Let's see if we can focus in there. Come on. All right. Large regular, great size. When it comes to these, they have like small regular, small shorts, you know, like medium regular, a couple things like that. Don Souther Finds, hello. Hey, nice to see you. Glad you joined. When it comes to these types of pants, I buy the BDUs. Those are the brown, the green, the black looking ones. And then I buy these digicams. I stay away from the ABUs. They're called Airman Battlefield Uniforms. Those are like the light green and gray ones. They're like the ones that are being used currently. These digicam are more for downrange. And these are much more desirable because people outside the military will wear them. You know, people want to go to the gun range, or they want to go paintballing, or some would just like to work in it. It's a really good quality ripstock pair of pants. I got this at the Goodwill. It's $5.94 after tax. And these I typically list at like $34.99. The large regular is a much more desirable size, so I could maybe push it to $39.99. I do free shipping on those. But yeah, it's like minimum $30 on those. So I'm really happy about that. Next up, this is a pretty cool find. So I buy a lot of these coverall bibs. These are Liberty coveralls. Now, these bibs are huge. That's just one leg, and it's like bigger than my torso. And I'm not like a giant guy, but this is, I don't even know what the size is. It could be like a 52 or, I mean, look at that. It's like almost the width. It's like twice my laptop. So yeah, these are massive. One of the thrift stores that I went to today, they had 4 of these and they were in really good condition. Like there's no stains. Like it almost looks like new old stock. Maybe somebody donated. It looks like they've never been worn. I picked up 4 of these. I think they're all the same size. They're all massive like this one. And those were comping out between like $50 and $60. I might put them as, I don't know if I can put them as new. There's no tags, but maybe new without tags. If I'm going to look through them to see if there's any holes or stains or some type of defect, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to make some solid money. Like $10 for the bibs, a little higher than normal, but nonetheless, that was a good pickup. This was also a pretty good one. So this is a Cobalt battery charger. This is the 40 volt max lithium ion. So this had a battery attached to it and then had a piece of tape around it, and it said $5, battery does not work. So I plugged it in with the bad battery and I did not get any indicator on this light. So I'm not sure if this light would show up with the red here, meaning that the battery is dead, or maybe this is shot. I don't know. The one way to test is you can plug it in and put a multimeter on these leads right here. You would just put your black on one and red on the other. And I'm hopefully just going to see some type of reaction. But I paid $1 for this. This is comping out at $40 to $45 all day long. And there was a ton sold as opposed to listed. So pretty happy about that. I've considered taking it to Lowe's just to see if like they have a battery I can pop in there. Derek, yeah, you already know, man. And Cobalt's not even like that desirable of a brand. Like it is Lowe's like brand. And what I mean by that is like Walmart has Equate. It's like their brand. Lowe's has Cobalt. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty good seller. I do want to test it. You know, sometimes I risk it and I say, I'll just list it and see. Cause if they, you know, if it doesn't work, whatever, but I'm going to test this one. I just got to put some leads on it and see how it does. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was pretty excited. And she had it for $5 and I put the battery in and I told her, you know, no lights are coming on. She goes, well, just take it for $1. Always give them pause for cost, like with their pricing, because a lot of times they don't know what to price it at. Like had they priced that appropriately, it'd be priced at $35 or $40. But, you know, they had it at $5 because, you know, it seemed right. But yeah, always just try to like hold off on accepting their price if you want to get lower prices without being rude about it, you know, because that is the game. You know, you want to spend as little as possible. I got a pair of Skechers Shape Ups. It's an all black pair. This is, I believe it's a men's size. I'll have to double check, but it's a size 9. It says Skechers work, but anytime you see Skech Ups for men, they're going to sell for more money than the women's. Not really sure why, but you want to do that test here to see if any of this stuff starts falling apart. But yeah, no, Derek, absolutely. So this is probably going to list it like, if I wanted to list it conservatively, it'd be $59.99. But if I want to list it like, you know, try to max it out a little, maybe $79.99. I got to look up this exact one, but I've sold these for pretty good money. And I don't come across the men's very often, but excuse me. This is like the non-slip one. So like somebody working in a restaurant, like a server, they're going to be able to use this to work back there with all the grease in the back going in and out of the kitchen. Yeah, pretty good pickup here. I paid $5 for this at the thrift store, and I'll run the comps again, but like 50, refocus camera, come on. 50 to 60 bucks. Hang on a minute. Yikes, man. What happened there? What happened? All right. I'm glad it bounced back though. Anyway, yeah, those shoes, 50, 60 bucks, maybe more, just depends. The male server's wearing Skechers. Yeah, actually, Kelly, Skechers, there's no T in Skechers. So whenever I was doing my listings in the beginning, I used to put a T in there, and that is not how you spell it. But there are a lot of listings with T in the name Skechers, but it's not. Flippin' Eric, what's up, man? I got to catch up with your videos, man. You're pumping them out left and right. You got a lot, but hey, you're showing a lot of good stuff, and I like that. I'm just going over my sourcing day. Went to garage sales for about 5-6 hours this morning, and now I got a big pile of stuff. I figure I'd go through with everyone on the live, talk about them a little bit, talk to you guys. Hopefully you guys went out and found some stuff. I know Kelly, he's in my area. I know you were out there searching, man. I hope you found some good stuff. I got these pair of Converse All Stars Chuck Taylor. This is like the thicker one. They have $10 on it. I didn't pay $10. No way, man. I paid $5 for these. They're a little dirty. That's what I told her too. I was like, look, I got to clean these up. And she goes, oh, that's fine. These are probably like $40 shoes, I would say. I didn't really look up comps, but I don't come across them very often. And I do know they're better than just like the low top Converse. So these will sell pretty good. It's got the little suede here. And you know what? I'm trying to clean up my eBay room. Eric, it's a mess. I got you on in the headphones. Hey, dude, whatever you got to do to let that thing play, I'm all about it. But since you are in the house, man, you might want to check out the screen because I got something for you, Eric. I got you right here. Front range flips. Hey, y'all emptying the car right now for my haul? Heck yeah, man. I'm glad everyone's kind of like doing the same thing. I figured most people went to garage sales. I mean, we only have a couple weekends left before it gets cold and they start shutting down. Yeah, dude. Check these out. Not the most desirable pair, but look at that. Look at that. So there's a few, may have to clean them a little bit, but these are not the greatest size. They're 8.5s. This probably should have been the thumbnail, honestly. These are a lot cleaner than the Starbucks mug I put up. Yeah, Kelly, these are the ones. So as soon as I walked into the thrift store, one of the women that was working at the cashier at the counter, she had this in her hand, right? And somebody else, she was like passing the box to somebody else. And then I was like, hey, what's up, guys? Because a lot of them know me in there. And they're like, hey, you want these shoes? And I said, yeah. I didn't even look at them. I just saw the box. I said, yeah, I'll take them. So the woman that was passing them away, she goes, well, I want those shoes. And I said, well, if you want them, you can have them. It's fine. You saw them first. Even though she was working there, I don't think she was allowed to buy them till like maybe the end of the day or something. But everyone else that was there, because I think she was new or something, but everyone else there was like, no, he can have them, because they know I buy shoes all the time. So I pretty much snagged these from one of the workers. Feel a little bad about it, but I paid $14.99. These were comping out, used maybe 60 to 80. A couple new ones are popping off for like 180. These are definitely far from new. But having the box, I could probably put another $10 on it, pretty easy, because a lot of people like to just, store them in the box. It's a cool way to preserve them. And honestly, it's a good way to sell them. If I was in high school, man, these were the high school colors. It was like black and gold, but these would have been cool to rock, man. And look at the tread. Like, you could tell this was a person that just wore it with like a few outfits, and they didn't play basketball in these. These are too nice they wouldn't have played in these. Nonetheless, dude, I don't pick up Jordans very often, but yeah, let's see. So this is the Max Aurora. Let's see if we can get it right there. That's the model right there. Yeah, man, the new ones were comping at like 150 to 180. And they're an 8.5, so not a great size, but a great shoe. Let's see. What else do we got? Come on, autofocus, man. This is killing me. It's like when I get like too close and turn, it seems to be jacking up. I'll have to check. Whoa, not Jordans. Wait a second. What do you mean? Is it the wrong box? Nike Airs. Is that what it is? Like Air Max? Is it with the Jordan box? Let me know, Derek. Those are Griffey's. Ken Griffey Jr.? All right. Well, hey, man, I'm glad you told me. Yeah, like I said, don't know much about Jordans. Does that mean it's the right box, or is it the wrong box? Like, I'm not. Max Aurora black. Oh, yeah, these are black, red, and white for the box, dude. Okay. Yeah. Wow, look at that, dude. You come on YouTube, and, like, you can't not learn something because people out here, yeah, I was going to say they're not Auroras. Wow, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these shoes out, and I'm going to sell these probably like $79.99, maybe higher. I don't know. Maybe I'll shoot for $99.99, just see how they do. Yeah, I would have sold them wrong too. Yeah, hey, but guess what? Now you know. Now I'm going to look up comps for this box because I know a lot of people want the box, and it's not crispy. There's a little tear on it, but if you could sell this box for, you know, I don't know, 20 bucks, might as well, right? Say Swamp Picker, yeah, boxes sell. I know, man, the box game is real. Yeah, so what I did was I just typed in Nike and I typed in the art number, and then it came up with the right shoe, but then the box was just kind of there, you know, so it was like, and see, even one of the workers at the thrift store, they said, why don't you scan it to get the price of it? Because he saw me like typing. They know I resell. And I was like, no, I like typing it in, but I would have found the change. And it said red and black on the box. So like, I just didn't read. No big deal. All right, guys, we have another pair of shoes. These are FootJoys. Man, these are clean. I don't think these ever have seen the course. Now, the guy I bought this from, he said he got into golf, him and his dad one day. They went out and bought clubs. They went out and bought shoes. Well, he bought a pair of black shoes, and his dad said, let me buy you a pair of white. And he was like, he didn't turn his dad down. So he bought the whites, and I don't think he wore them at all. So FootJoy, pretty solid brand for golf. You know, I've sold the FootJoys. I've sold the Adidas. And I think I've sold the Nikes. I don't know. I know I've sold the Adidas. But this is a pretty good shoe right here. I gotta check exact comps to find the price, but I'm gonna shoot high. I do have the box with them. The box isn't in great condition, and yeah, it's the right side. Or yeah, this is the exact box for that one. It's pretty obvious there with the picture, but that'll be a pretty good sell, man. I'm excited about that. Paid $5 for those. Not bad. Let's see. A lot of stuff there. All right. I got a couple more items. This is the Starbucks coffee mug from the thumbnail. So this was from 2003. It came with 4 of them. Just found out one of them is chipped around the rim. Not very cool. But one of these was comping out, I think, at like 12 bucks. So since one of them is cracked, I may sell them as a lot with cracked, but I'm also debating on just selling like a pair. Derek, you can never find them mugs. I don't come across them very often either, but for 25 cents a piece, I bought all 4. These are from 2003. So like, yeah, they got some age to them, and they're actually pretty nice. So what I think I'm going to do, depending on what size or what side like the chip is on, I may just use that chipped mug and sell the 3 as like a set and maybe ask $29.99. But when it comes to packing these mugs, if you guys have never shipped them, you're going to want to shove like all that paper inside it and then just wrap it. I've sold some mugs before. They're out of my house when I first started, and 2 out of the 4 cracked when she got them. So I had to give her like a half refund. I didn't know how to do the refund, and I was all nervous. I was like sweating. I was like, oh no, like I've already messed up one of my eBay sales. But yeah, nonetheless, dude, these Starbucks mugs, look them up. I've actually bought some cups, like the plastic ones, and I thought they were like big finds, and somebody had commented like, dude, those are like the free giveaway. So you kind of want to look them up, but 25 cents, you know, you can't really go wrong. Stephanie in the chat, we don't need any more mugs in the house. That's my wife, everybody. Yeah, she's right. But, you know, maybe I'll put it in my garage sale. I do have a pile. I don't know if you guys have a pile, but I got a pile of garage sale stuff whenever I decide to have a sale. Things that, you know, didn't work out, didn't sell. Swamp Picker hit a church sale this morning. It was all free, and she asked for a Saturday prayer tonight. Man, dude, can't pass up free. I would have been like, start loading the truck now and just go through it later. But man, that's awesome, dude. Cool. All right. So a couple more items up on the shelf, and then I got some items on the rack back there. So this was also at the thrift store. This was actually right when I walked out. So I picked up 5 of these Gold's Gym. No, I'm sorry. I picked up 4 5-pound Gold's Gym. This is the 1-inch hole plates. And then it also came with 2 of these 3-pound, I think that's Weeder plates. The 1-inch hole, again, less desirable than the 2-inch, but I picked up all that weight for $5.99. And that was right when I was walking out. I saw a rack right behind the registers, and I said, hey, has anyone bought those weights? And he said, you want them? Yeah, go ahead. So it pays to have, you know, a good eye and to have people at the registers that are cool with that, you know, because maybe somebody was going to buy those and he had set them back. I'm not really sure. It's probably just the ones where people didn't want to pay that price, but weights aren't selling as great as they were a few months back. But nonetheless, I like picking up weights anytime I can. And Gold's Gym, like that's a great brand for weights. So pretty happy about that pickup. Oh yeah. So it was $6, and then I'm gonna list those all probably for like $69.99, somewhere in there. Next up, let's see. Okay, let's see here. So this was the woman that I bought the Starbucks mugs from. She had all these. I'll let it focus in. So these are from like McDonald's packs, like the Happy Meals, I think, the toys they gave out. Now, she wanted $10 for them. I like looked up a couple of them, and I know I'm gonna get my money back for that. So like, all I typed in was, that light's kind of bad. All I typed in was, let's see if we can focus here. Still getting used to the webcam, but it says 100 Years of Magic, Walt Disney World. And it says Buzz Lightyear, and it has 1995 on it. So I'm sure these are one of those things. Oh, wait, push the bottom. Well, it spins. Push button on the bottom. Maybe this one's broken. I'm not sure. But see, it's got the McDonald's emblem there. Come on, focus. There we go. It's focusing a little bit. So, yeah. Front rage flips. That's kind of what I said. You know, she had all of them there, and it's kind of like somebody put a lot of time to figure this out. Now, I don't know if his helmet is supposed to be there, but there's no helmet. And yeah, so that's a pretty cool find. Let's see. Greg, what's up, man? Hey, dude, what's up? I'm glad you stopped by. I'm just sharing some of the things I sourced. We're at this this big bag. And now that I come through some of these items, like I feel like I could have made a better thumbnail than the stupid Starbucks mug, but anyway, this bag is loaded, man. She said over 60 of them in there. All I did when I sourced these is I typed in 100 Years of Magic and Walt Disney World, and I think a couple of them by themselves were comping at like $24, $25. And then, oh, Kelly, you went to that sale and you passed on them? Oh, man, dude. A couple of them were like $10 a piece, but what a lot of the lots did is they lot the characters based on the TV shows. So I know Woody is in there. I don't know if any of his other pals are, but then a lot of them I don't know. So I'm really excited to like research each one and figure out my lots. But at $10 for all that, like this is going to be first class shipping because it's so light. I'm stoked. And thank you, Kelly, for not buying those. Kelly is like my direct competition here in Texas, and he's great, man. He does a lot of electronics like I do, but there's plenty to go around. I mean, I can't buy all of it even if I wanted to. Figured they had some value, just saw a bunch of work. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun too. There's a lot of characters in there I don't know anything about, but the ones that I saw selling for a lot of money were ones I didn't know anything about. So I was kind of like, you know, what's this all about? She said there were over 60 in there. So if you pay $10 and you think if they're $1 a piece, like $60, you know, I mean, worst case, you could probably sell the whole lot for like $50. But I'm going to part them out. It's going to be one of those like slow burn type things. But I think it would be the most money made on this. Girl Hustle's in the house. Appreciate you getting in here. I'm just sharing some of the solds. I have a couple more items. Look at the lava lamp too. I think I messed it up. Like it's got the spring like in here. I don't know. I think I jacked it up because like I moved it for some reason. And then I flipped it on and now it's kind of like, it looks pretty gnarly, but I think I kind of messed it up. Let's see. Next up, guys, we have Scrabble Deluxe. You guys can see that here. Now, this box was beat up. It was from Goodwill somebody bought. I paid $1 for this. When it comes to Scrabble, I don't know much about Scrabble. I know that if you're not very smart, you're not going to win many games at Scrabble. I also know that the ones with the turntable go for a little more money. And some people just sell like the little letters, you know, you can lot up a bunch of letters and you can sell that. So yeah, Kelly said, did you see the Dalmatians? Yeah. So the lady that had all these figurines, she had all these figurines. She had 2 more bags One was the 101 Dalmatians collection, and the other was 102 Dalmatians collections. She didn't say she had a complete set of those. They were also from McDonald's, like the free toys. And I looked up 101 Dalmatians McDonald's, and they were not comping out. Like the whole sets were going for like 20 bucks. So a little bit different than the Walt Disney ones. But yeah, Kelly, I saw that too. Angel Long from PK. What's up, Angel? Angel's someone who I went to her garage sale on the way to the lake. The most recent video to come out, that was the lake sale. I'm still working on those shoes, Angel. But yeah, she's great. Glad you could stop by. She was kind of having a little interest in the reselling game when I was explaining it to her. I tell a lot of people about it because there's a lot of money to be made, you know. Derek sold a vintage Scrabble board by itself. You would be better to separate and sell the pieces and the board. That's good thinking, man, because I think the box is in such bad condition that it would not be good. Like if it was a complete set and the box was nice, I may do that. But Derek's saying he sold the stuff separately and it went for more money. So Derek knows a lot about selling. Probably going to go that route. I have one listed. I think it's listed at like $69.99. I think it's the generation above this one, but the box is in better condition. Maybe I'll, it's been sitting there for a little while. I think about a month. But yeah, I paid $1 for the Scrabble where they had it for $2. Didn't pay $2. I said, could you take it for $1? Because the box was messed up. You got to point it out, kind of like when you're buying anything. You point out some flaws and then you're going to get a little deal. All right, another item. Let's see. Let's see. My dog wants to get up every time I get up. So yeah, it wouldn't be right if I didn't buy a VCR today. This is a combo unit. Unfortunately, this is a Go Video. If you haven't heard of Go Video, you're not alone because I haven't really heard of it either. I've seen them around. They do not comp out as well. One, I can tell you this is heavier than some of the other ones right off the bat. They had it priced at $15. They said, yes, it works. I said 15 was too much. I comped it out, and I think 60 bucks was like the most it was going for. Like I don't have the remote. Typically your combo units, you could get like a minimum of like $75 to even $100. And I mean, I've sold them for like 160, but those are like your Sonys, your Philips, your, Magnavox. They may be one and the same, those names. I don't know. But I paid $7 for it. I said, would you take 7? And she said, how about 10? And I said, how about 7? So she was a sweet lady, but like I couldn't pay it. I didn't feel like paying 10 for it. This is going to ship a little heavier. If it's under the 18-inch mark, I'm going to use Pirate Ship, which I think it is, man. I don't even have the tape right here. I'm out of my game right now, man. Oh, you're loud this thing. I know, man. Like, oh, there we go. There we go. You said that front rage flips, and then that spring that's at the bottom that was not supposed to be flying up, it just went down to the bottom. So I think we're going to get some lava action, dude. Thanks for the heads up, man. Heck yeah. What'd you say there? You said, I've been at the same sale at the same time as Uncle B's old school flips, and we buy different stuff. There's plenty to go around. Yeah, exactly. Eric, I'm guessing you said you bought a Scrabble board for $4. Yeah, man. Scrabble is the real deal. Like you definitely want to count out the little wooden blocks. Like I think there's 100. I'm not for sure about that, but I want to say there's 100. You want to count those out to make sure you're not like shorting somebody on it, because real deal Scrabble people are like chess people. Swamp Picker said 100. Yeah, those people, like, if you cross them, they may come back with a vengeance. Nonetheless, we got the Go Video. It's a combo unit. I tested, I put a tape in, let it come out. I fast forward, rewind the DVD. It came out and came in. Only 1 or 2 times I've done that, and I got home and the audio was jacked up. So pretty much if the tape goes in and out, it's most likely good. But $7, I'll probably list it I'll probably go $69.99 free ship, and looking at I don't know, maybe 30, 40 bucks, something like that. We'll see. Let's see. I've got this. All right, man. So Greg said, same with Lego people, they don't play games. Yeah, Lego is a tough business to be in, man. It's intimidating, especially when it's like there's a lot of pieces, and then they have it not not new, but they don't even look like they've kept it like well. Like some people bag them up really nice. Yeah, Legos can be tough. All right, guys, we got a Keurig here. You're dead on, Swamp Pigger. So this, I picked up 3 Keurigs this week. I picked up the yellow one last weekend, and that's the K10 model. And I have it listed for $79.99. And if you type in Keurig K10 yellow, mine's the first one that comes up in Google. So that's pretty dope. There's not a lot of yellow ones. I picked up a red one for $8. And that's the K10 as well. That one I don't think is as desirable. I haven't looked up comps, but for $8, I was like, yeah, it's probably a $40 to $50 item. Now this one, let me check the model real quick. This one is the B44. So that's likely this, probably because it's so big. I don't know. So when I looked up Keurig B44, all I kept seeing was this reservoir. So I was kind of nervous. I was like, did I type it in right? Was B44 like the reservoir or the whole thing? But when I finally found the unit, I only had to see one. It sold for like, I think $60 out the door, including shipping. And I paid $5 for it. It is kind of big, but pirate ship's been really like a huge money maker for me, like money saver rather. Yeah, I think it's cheaper than FedEx most of the time. You know, if it's under in that cubic shipping, it's great. So that reservoir, I think it's selling for like $25 by itself, but I'm just going to sell all this together. You know, I'll probably test it. I didn't plug it in and turn it on like, because I said, you know what, if it doesn't work, worst case, I'll just sell the reservoir and take it kind of like as a, you know, a small profit, but pretty sure they're going to work, man. Keurig's really well built and they do well with their products. So I have 3 of them now. The one has been listed for a week and it hasn't sold yet, but it had some pretty decent traffic. This one, I'm probably going to wipe down and clean it, and then it'll be like a race to see what sells. I got the red, the yellow, and the big black one. So, you know, Christmas is coming up. Maybe this is an item people are going to buy. I know a lot of people like coffee. A lot of people like the K-Cups. It's really easy and clean. You ain't got to mess with the filter. You just stick the pot in there, and there you go. So pretty happy about this one, guys. Yeah, here's the red one over here. So I don't think I've talked about the red one. This is the red one here. So I paid $8 for this. You can tell it's a lot smaller. It's got the cord that tucks away back there. Yeah, $8 into this. I mean, it's probably like a $50 coffee maker. It's real nice. You know, some people like to make their kitchens have like that secondary color for all their utilities, like a red microwave or like red, you know, like cooking tools. But this thing's pretty cool, man. But yeah, I'll just like plug them in and see if they like fire up. I won't make coffee with them because if you do, it seems like water kind of like this one doesn't have it, but sometimes water like stays in the tubes for it. And I've had that issue once before. So not really keen on like filling it up and testing it. Most likely it's going to work. They're pretty well built machines. Let's see. So got another VCR here. This is a Magnavox, definitely one of the better brands. You know, it's up there with Sony, Philips. This VCR, you know, I paid $8 for this. This actually goes for as much as that off-brand, I call it off-brand, that Go Video DVD combo. This will go for maybe the same amount of money that one will, just because this is a higher quality brand. You know, it's got the feet here that are looking pretty sharp. I picked this one up the same day at the same place I picked up the red Keurig. That was on Thursday. I went to a thrift store after work. It was the one a little further away from me, but yeah, a couple good pickups with the tech. You know, I tested this one out in the store. Like I said, I just plugged it in, put the cassette in, I listened to it play, I put my ear to it, and I press fast forward, and then I would, you know, press rewind and then make sure it comes out. Now, let me move this real quick. So the reason you test those, like, obviously you want it to work, but some people are just shady. Like at this garage sale I went to, they had a combo unit. It was an Emerson. Emerson's like, I would call it like a mid-range, maybe towards the lower end. It was a combo unit and they had $25 on it, but it had the remote. The remote you can usually add, you know, 10, 15, even $20 for that, just having that remote. She goes, yeah, it's brand new. It's never been used. Like it was obviously old. So you can't really call something new if it's like 25 years old, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess, new old stock, but there was no box. So like, to me, it was a question mark. And at $25, I could never pay for that. So I told her I would pay 10 for it. And then she said, well, what about 15? Well, I looked up comps on that one and it was going for about $80. So I was like, 15 into 80, like, and I could probably work with that because VCRs and combo units, they sell like within a week or two if it's priced correctly. So I went and I tried it out, and this guy that it wasn't his to sell. I think it was his mother-in-law's or something. Well, he said, "Yeah, I got this real great cassette. Like this is really kind of a rare cassette." And I was like, "Whoa, let's not use that one. Let's grab another one." And he goes, "No, it's fine. It's fine." Man, we powered it up, and I saw the lights come on. I said, "Well, at least the lights came on. That's one check mark down." And then we put his cassette in, and then I was playing it, and it was fine. And I always stop it and then fast forward and stop and rewind. I don't like to do it mid-cycle, but, you know, I did it how I normally do it, and I tried to eject it, and the tape, you know, the thing was stuck in there, like the film, whatever you want to call it. It was stuck in there, and I was just like, there's nothing. I mean, you can maybe fish it out. And he was like, "Oh," and he just ripped it out, and it ripped the little plastic. And I was like, "Dang, dude." I was like, "You look," like he was talking up about this, I think it was like a concert or something. And I was like, "Man, dude, why did you do that?" Oh man, dude. So Eric's talking about, has anyone ever sourced at the dump? We find burned up Lego batteries. They do well. Oh, Ego batteries. Okay. I don't source at the dump. I don't know if you can go to like our main dump. I think it's like one of those things they don't want people getting hurt on. But if you're talking about like trash cans and stuff, I've seen a lot of videos and people are getting a lot of content, a lot of views doing that stuff. I mean, I'm not against it. I just haven't tried it yet. Swamp Picker found a Lego pirate ship last week for $250. Looks 95% complete. See, and that's the caveat there. Like, is 95% complete going to be good for some people? Maybe. I mean, but yeah, to go through all of that, if you actually like built the whole ship, like, man, and sometimes they're already built, right? Like, so the ship is built when you're buying it, and it's like, okay, this is a good chance it's all there. But yeah, Lego, like little miniature figures, like those people go for some money too. See, Greg, you said at Swamp Picker, are you going to try building or see what's missing? Yeah, that's a good question, man. It was all built together. So yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good find, man. Let's see, Kelly, I need to look at mine then. I have a Toshiba combo unit and a Sony combo unit and can't get them to sell to save my life. That's interesting, man. The Sony one, typically, those fly off my shelf, man. You may have it priced high, but you know what? Maybe you'll get the right buyer and they'll pay full price for what you're asking. But who knows? Let's see, Swamp Picker, you said parts sell for $100 plus, $175. Okay, that must be the Lego stuff. Yeah, Legos are big bucks, man. It's just such a powerful brand, dude. And they come out with stuff, and then I believe they discontinue stuff too. So like you can't get it again. Like that's it. You know, they put it out and then that's it. They put anything valuable in one area at the dump. It's all clean, organized. Typically charge $5 an item, and I just get the batteries or the bikes. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, Greg. I mean, Eric, you're doing pretty good, man. I noticed you got a lot of like Home Depot and Lowe's sourcing. Like that's pretty good stuff because it's new. And then if you're talking about going to the dump, $5 a pop, you know, you could definitely find some good stuff because people in America throw away a lot of good stuff. You know, Greg says, I've been looking in the Lego stock market. Yeah, maybe. I mean, they got that Robinhood app. I think a lot of people have been doing that because it's so easy to transfer the money, but I'm not really all about that. I'm just not really hadn't spent any time into that. All right, guys. So we've gone over all the items I got. You know, I think I did pretty decent. What I do from this point, now that I got a new cell phone, I got the Galaxy A11. If you guys didn't catch the beginning of this video, it is awesome. The case is a little like, it's a little lame. It's just a clear case, and it has these little button colors you can like exchange. I just don't like walking out of the store without a case, even though I probably overpaid for this. Nonetheless, I think what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to look up the items that I picked up, and then I'm going to go to the app and go to sell similar and then take photos like I'm going to start a listing, and then I'm going to like back out of it so that it saves as a draft. And then I'm going to go back to my laptop when I get all the photos done, and I'm going to like bust them out on the keyboard because I'm so much faster on the keyboard than texting. Derek, you're asking about the phone. So I know last night we were talking about it. I personally went with the Galaxy A11 from Cricket. So this phone was $149.99 out the door with the screen protector, the case, and then there's a bogus $25 upgrade charge, which is ridiculous. It ended up being about $220-ish, $230 out the door. So now I was debating on a couple different phones. I was going to go with a Galaxy. I was debating on the S10, but then I realized the battery was like 3,500 on their little rating. And then the S10 Plus was pretty good, but the S10 Plus is like, they're now up to the S20 and the S20 Plus and S20 Ultra. The S20 Pluses and stuff, that was in like the 1,100 range. The S10s, which is a year old model, the Pluses were still like $700. So my phone from Cricket, I've been using the LG Harmony, like the original OG LG Harmony, for 3 years. And the only reason I picked that up was because when I changed to Cricket, it was free and I didn't have to pay a dime for it. And I said, well, yeah, I got a phone. So this one, Kelly, dude, you bought the Note 20 Ultra 5G, dude, dropping some bucks on that, man. That's a beautiful phone, dude, a beautiful device. Now, had I not bought a new laptop, I may have gotten like a better phone, but I spent $900 on the laptop in the last couple weeks or last couple months. And then, but this phone is going to do everything. It's got the 3 cameras, dude. It's got like the fingerprint login, which I guess a lot of people have the fingerprint now, but I was rocking such an old phone. Girl Hustle says, I have the 9S. I love it. And I need an upgrade though. Phones are addicting, man. It's for me, like, I'm pretty cheap and I'm pretty frugal when it comes to items, like personal items. Like, I don't buy a lot of good stuff. A lot of things I wear, like this shirt is from my brother-in-law. This is like his old shirt. It didn't fit him anymore because he's way bigger than me. But then I think, you know what? Derek, you may have said it last night on the live. You said, or it was you or Dave. I think it was Dave. He said, the phone's so important because you use it every day. Like, it's a part of the business. It's a part of communicating, like the pictures, everything, the videos. If I want to record videos on this, I'm sure it'd be excellent too. So whenever that like kind of went into my head, I said, you know what, maybe I need to drop like $500, $600, $700 on a new phone. But I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't do it because phones upgrade so fast, like that S20 and stuff. Next March, when they come out with their next phone, that's going to drop down to like the 700 or 800 range, most likely. So it's kind of like you're paying for that premium to have the best thing. Derek says, I'm super cost efficient. I would have been rocking that Razor. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. That's exactly right. Tax write-off. Make sure to keep your receipts. You can just deduct this from the end of the year stuff. And we were talking about that a little bit on Lorena's Sweet Texas Finds live last night. A lot of ways to do business, a lot of ways to save money. It's almost like when you apply for a college scholarship, like there's a lot of different things. You just have to look into it and do the work and start shaving that money, saving that money, like shaving off like any little bit you can and maximize your profits. But really happy with the phone. I feel like the price point was excellent. This has like 40% more battery than what my old phone did. And yeah, I can't wait to like sit down and chill out and start messing with it. But I'm really happy about it. Like, I really wish I would have done it sooner, especially before, probably should have done it last Christmas when I knew eBay was going to be like the real deal. I wasn't sure if I was going to make money successfully on eBay, but, I stayed at it and I'm feeling pretty comfortable where I'm at. I'm going to just push all these items. Like, my plan right now is I can do one of two things. Got another notification. Could be Kelly texting, dude. You text me, man. Let's sign in. So a couple things I can do right now. No. I'm getting updates from Cricket or like all this stuff from Cricket. Okay. This is what I'm going to do, guys. Well, okay. I got two choices and you guys let me know what you would do. One, I can stay here and I can list all my items, not on the live. Like, I'm going to get off the live. I know you guys got other things to do. I appreciate you staying and watching, but I'm like trying to get this outro going, but I want your opinion because I like crowdsourcing and maybe you guys will open my eyes to something. I'm going to either stay here, list like 10 items at least, or I'm going to knock out my lawn and my neighbor's lawn because the weather right now is pretty nice. I think it's like 75 degrees and it's been like in the hundreds, recently. So the weather's nice to mow in the evenings. Or I can list the items right, mow tomorrow morning, try to get that done before the Bears game at 12. But let's say I mow now, right? Like, I mow and do all that stuff. And then I don't list any items tonight, right? Then whenever my wife, she has a temporary event to do for work, when she gets back, we're going to do dinner and then we're going to hang out with each other. So I may list later on, right? At 9 o'clock. So that's a possibility. Let's see. The first comment coming in, Kelly says, get drunk and blow all of it off. Okay. I'll consider it. You know, it's Saturday night. You know, I've had a long week. I've worked hard. Maybe I should have a few drinks. Derek says list now. Like, Derek, do you want me to list during the live? Do you think that's a good idea? I know it would be hard to do, and y'all would be like staring at my backside because I got my photo station there, and it probably wouldn't be very enjoyable. I don't think I can do both. I'm too like scatterbrained. Like, I'd want to talk and see what was going on. I wouldn't want the live to just keep running because I think it'd be, I don't know, not very enjoyable. So, Mo, now, list now. Like, what do you guys think? Nah, get off and list. You won't be focused. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Derek. But you know what? I think I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna get off this live. And I'm just gonna like think about it, and then I'll probably let you guys know in the next live. I'm gonna do a live once a week when I do sourcing. I think that's good to share all my sourcing stuff there. Making the videos is pretty tough, and I think people really want like the garage sale footage and the what solds. That's the ones I get the most views on. So I'll let you guys know in the next live if I remember. If not, just please remind me. I appreciate you guys checking it out. I hope everyone did great sourcing this weekend. I hope everyone had good garage sale finds. And my dog wants some attention. So I hope everyone makes a lot of money this week. I'm out of here. Take it easy. Thanks for joining. Later.